starting for the visiting team. At center, Zach Edey. At power forward, Robert Williams. At shooting guard, R.J. Barrett. At the other guard position, Emmanuel Quickly. At the other forward position, Scotty Barnes. The head coach of the visiting team is Darko Rajakovic. And now, the starters for your Houston Rockets. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 7. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6 foot, number 17, Tari Issa. At shooting guard, at 6 feet 4, number 4, Jalen. The other guard, at 6 foot 0 inches, number 5, Claire Van Vliet. At 7, 6'10", number 28, Alfred Chingu. The head coach of your home team. Another round of applause for your Houston Rockets.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Bob Williams is out there with Edey. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, at the guard positions, Van Vliet in green. Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And it's Whitmore in at the 3. And there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
And you always wonder in that case, could fatigue play a role in deciding this game? You know, back-to-backs are hard, but there's no excuses. Everybody has to play them, so you deal with it and make the most of it.
Now, here's Quickly. Shoots over Van Vliet. They get the rebound. Edey gets the bucket.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And it's Whitmore missing. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. And it's Quickly missing. Pass to Whitmore. A stupendous finish in traffic.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's what Houston's head coach had to say earlier. So we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Van Vliet can't get it to go. In Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. And they're pushing it up. Here's Whitmore. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, and that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Whitmore. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. You know, Clark, the Rockets have done a good job building a young foundation to this roster.
Yeah, I like what they've done, Kevin. They made big strides last season, and it's a team that's really growing up right in front of our eyes, and there's no reason that they can't continue the trend they're on.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
Toronto shooting their first free throw this game. And that one falls for Williams.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Whitmore with it, covered by Barnes. Now Whitmore, 17 points in his last outing. 5 on the clock. Here's Van Vliet. No good with the layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Passes it to Quickly. Buries it down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Barnes. 23 points his last outing. Dishes it to Williams. Onside, Barrett. Puts it up from 7. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Eason's shot is good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Now, here's Quickly. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
First personal foul.
Raptors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
At the line for the away team, Edey. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Quickly against Van Vliet. There's the pass to Green. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Barrett against Green. And Barrett gets it to go.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him.
Here's Van Vliet. It's blocked. Barnes against Green. And that one's good, Barnes.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now, here's Şengün. Tight defense on him.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Barnes finds quickly. Here's Williams, and it's blocked. Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Easton. And he banks in the layup. Easton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now here's Barnes. Whitmore defending, and they're able to recover. Here's Williams, and finally that one's good. Williams has got 5 points so far.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Now, here's Şengün. Still yet to score. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. No one near him. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Barnes outside. Here's Heaney. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here's Şengün. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Toronto grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And, guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second-chance opportunities just with effort.
Free throw good, Whitmore. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Toronto. 6-point lead. Poked away. It's stolen by Eason. Passes to Shepherd. Takes the 13-footer.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Murray, no good.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
Smith the pass to Shepherd. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. And the Rockets got their guy with the number 3 overall pick, Reed Shepherd. He brings elite shooting, blue blood basketball pedigree. He has immediately made himself a key cog in their rotation. I'm told the Rockets have high hopes for Reed Shepherd for years to come.
A lot on his plate, without question. Thank you for the update, Shams. First one falls for him. Great Kentucky native Reed Shepherd followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college years.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail.
He hits both from the stripe.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Pass to Fernando. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
To the middle, stolen away. Here's Shepard. Brooks covering. Green against Murray. Green with the rebound. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Thunder. Smith the pass to Shepard. He kicks to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Green. They shoot again. Rebound by Murray. Raptors leading by 6. Pass to Bassey. Murray outside. Knocked away. Fernando. The layup off target. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Raptors with the ball. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Shepard, the pass to Thompson. Rejected by Murray.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Mitchell outside. Murray outside. Over Shepard. Murray, no good. It's trailed by 9. Down low, here's Thompson. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Shepard, the pass to Mitchell. Pass to Shepard. Here's the lob to the hoop. He's looking for Mitchell and finds him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And that one misses. The Raptors making a switch here. Rupert's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Rockets trail by 10. Passes it to Smith. On the wing, Thompson. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Smith.
How about the force on that finish by Smith?
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Toronto. On the wing, Murray. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And through the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
And so here is Houston after Toronto got the 3-point. That one good for 2.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Rupert. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the 3-point line, it's Mitchell, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Smith surveying the D. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And so it's Toronto holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Rockets trail by 11. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Smith. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And Green gets it to go.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Now, here's Quickly. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. Clark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. It wore me out too, Bart. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out there. Relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka. Woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
Now, here's Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Van Vliet kicks to Green. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Rupert. He's covered by Thompson. And it's Rupert missing. Rockets trail by 11. Smith the pass to Green. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Rupert. Hasn't made one yet, and it's good for 2.
Just tough, gritty play there by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
inside and stolen by Barnes. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to throw, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks.
The free throw drops for Quickly. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Tari Eason comes in for Thompson. Shepard's checked in for Toronto. And so he makes both from the line. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Van Vliet against Quickly, beyond the arc. And that's good. Fred Van Vliet for three. Van Vliet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Barnes can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 10. Whitmore with it. He has 7. And there's the pass to Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Whitmore finds Eason. 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot. And it's Whitmore missing. Toronto leading by 10. Here's Barrett. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Quickly against Van Vliet. Back to Şengün. Over Edey. And Şengün with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Back to Quickly. Here he goes. Goes back up. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
There's Green with the 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Barnes passes to Shepard. Quickly looking it over. Pass to Edey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Edey's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Back to Green. The rebound by Shepard. Shepard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
That free throw good from Shepard.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Raptors. He's perfect from the line this time. Rockets trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Eason against Williams. Eason down low. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Rockets with the rebound.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Van Vliet passes to Easton.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. 5th best, the Rockets.
What a run it's been for both these clubs in terms of their rebounding. 2 physical teams on a collision course here tonight.
A free throw drops for quickly.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Houston making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Shepard subbed in for Jalen Green. Charles Massey, he's checked in for the Raptors. And quickly drops them both. Rockets trail by 16. Now Shepard, 11 points last game. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And it's Shepard missing. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Back to Eason. To the inside. And a missed layup. Raptors leading by 16. Onside, Barrett. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on R.J. Barrett. Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2. Easton.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Brooks checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And then for Toronto, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Williams. Murray comes in for Barrett. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Shepard. And he sinks the second. Now, here's Quickly. 10 points for him. Pass to Bassey. Quickly against Brooks. The shot's good from Quickly. Quickly's got 10 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Eason. He has 5. 5 to shoot. Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls.
Rockets have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. The free throw drops for Jeff Green. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
And Jeff Green drops them both. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to Dallas.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Now here's Murray. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Shepard with the ball. Covered by Mitchell. Green in the post. No good on that one. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Toronto. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Quickly against Brooks. The shot's good from Quickly. Quickly's got 14 points for the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Green. Here's Eason. 5 points in the game. And here is Murray. The pass to Fernando. Mitchell outside. Kicks to Murray for 3. Brooks grabs the board.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Shot's good by Green.
Good on Brooks for making that extra pass. That was the smart play.
Now, here's Mitchell. Quickly with it.
2 minutes remaining in the first
On the wing, Mitchell.
2 minutes.
Back to Quickly. Latrey. Offensive rebound. Fernando, that's good. He has 5.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection.
Smith comes in for Şengün. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Tari Eason. And the Raptors also making a change. Rupert's checked in. Now here's Green. 8 points his last outing. Here's Brooks. It's blocked. And they get it back. Green kicks to Brooks. Here's Smith. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. Rupert, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Jeff Green picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Toronto, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
First free throw is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Now Mitchell, following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. Here's Rupert, covered by Green. Inside. That one, no good. Good D by Thompson. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Mitchell outside. The rebound by Shepard. Here's Smith, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's the second personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for Houston, Jabari Smith. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. That one misses. What a performance for Emmanuel quickly. He has been the story for the Raptor. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Well, for Toronto, Kenny, give us your take.
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this league will continue to grow.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass. Hey, not looking good out there.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Nice performance by Emmanuel quickly.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Emmanuel quickly out there with Barrett. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Now, quickly. On the wing, Barnes. Hits the three-point bomb. Barnes has got the first basket of the second half. That one for Toronto. Quickly against Van Vliet. They kick it out to Green. Over Barrett. Green, no luck. Raptors leading by 22. Now, here's quickly. Pass to Edey. Onside, Barrett. Over Green. Barrett, no good. Rockets shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Chalk up 2 there. Green's got 8.
I don't think Green knows how to slow down or back off. I mean, even with the defense right in his face, he's going right at it inside.
Now here's Barnes.
Houston,
he has 7.
Whitmore, second personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the away team, Scotty Barnes, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
He hits the second from the line. Rockets trail by 21. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Van Vliet passes to Easton. In the corner, it's Whitmore. A three-pointer off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And that one's good quickly.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and, boy, did he make them pay.
Green up on top. 8 points for him. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. And he drives in. And it's quickly missing. For Houston, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Van Vliet passes to Easton. The putback. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And you got to be careful how you guard Barnes, especially when he's in attack mode.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or to become alarmed about it.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Timeout.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And guys, first in rebounding, first in fewest turnovers a game, and they're also first in opponent field goal percentage. Their size and athleticism, that toughness and effort, it's all elite.
And that #1 ranking in rebounding is no fluke. They've got the muscle and, Greg, the persistence to control the glass in every game they play. Houston moving it around. Here's Eason. And it goes down 2 points. Eason's got 7 points. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Barnes. 10 points for him. And it's good, 2 points.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Pass to Şengün. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Goes to the away team.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Houston, a season filled with ups and downs, 10th right now in the conference.
And you know, for Houston, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Now, here's Quickly. And good that time. He's got 18.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Van Vliet passes to Green. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist in this one.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Kept alive. Quickly. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Quickly's got 6 here in this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
To the paint, here's Eason. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the middle, here's Edey, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition, and been very unselfish.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded, and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round. Smith checked in for the Rockets. Amen Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. And then for Toronto, Charles Massey. He's checked in for Edey. And Shepard subbed in for Quickly. Clark, famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Here's Van Vliet. Following the basket by Robert Williams. Pass to Whitmore. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Whitmore's got 10 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And that one's good, Bessie.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Williams with the block, and he's able to get it back. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Didn't seem like the defense was ready for Green inside that time. He came at him with a lot of energy and was able to draw the foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Toronto.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
Free throw good, Green.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dylan Brooks comes in for Cam Whitmore. And Shepard subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Passes it to Bassey. And there's the drive. And it's Shepard missing. Houston's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Shepard with the ball. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer, and he hits the jump shot.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
and their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Count it. Shepard's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Shepard, the pass to Thompson. Smith trying to break loose, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist from Shepard.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Tipped away. Mitchell passes to Williams. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Over Brooks. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Houston.
Looking now at some numbers for R.J. Barrett.
Smith. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the away team, Murray taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Murray. The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in. And so Murray nails both of them. The Rockets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Green kicks to Thompson. Mitchell against Green. Back to Thompson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Rockets have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
That free throw good from Thompson.
The athletic ability of Amen Thompson is easily seen. The way he runs, he's fluid, and how physical he can get. Boy, that combination is potent.
Now, here's Mitchell. In the corner, Murray with it. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Green, the pass to Brooks. Shoots it. Here's Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And he's no small presence inside. Smith, a handful for defenders in the painted area.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
And he can't get the first one.
Taken third overall in 2022, Smith, instead of trying to take the league by storm, he was looking for ways to fit in within the system. And that's what coaches love about players like him.
And the second free throw, good.
I think he's the prototypical 4 in the modern game. Jabari Smith has an excellent three-point stroke, and he can defend multiple positions.
Now, here's Mitchell. He dishes it to Murray. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And the shot goes down. Thompson's got 7 now in this quarter. Raptors leading by 19 points. Mitchell outside. The pass to Fernando. Over Thompson. Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got 7 points in the game.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Now here's Green. He's got 15. And here's Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. And no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the wing on the left. Here's Rupert. Brooks covering. Back to Mitchell. Here's the 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Rockets with the rebound. Smith's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
It's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that will thrive on the fast break this season. In second, the Rockets.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green. And Jeff Green drops them both. Raptors leading by 19 points. Pass to Fernando. The dish to Murray. Into the lane. That's tipped. It's taken away by Smith. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Rupert. Brooks covering. Mitchell passes to Fernando. And Toronto turns it over again.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Green. He's getting around 20 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
Now here's Green. 15 points in the game. Brooks dishes to Smith. Now here's Brooks. He's tightly guarded. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Mitchell against Green. And Mitchell gets it to go.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
And Green puts up a deep 3. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And that one's good. Mitchell's got 6.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Smith the pass to Thompson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Pass to Green. There's the 3. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And they've been just a little too casual with the basketball. It continues to haunt them.
And it has hurt them, no doubt about it. 7 points yielded off turnovers this quarter alone.
Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. And Toronto also making a switch. Edie's checked in. Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
For the away team, Davion Mitchell taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Houston making a switch here. And Mitchell drops them both. 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered closely, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 5.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
For 3, Mitchell off the mark. And so it's Toronto sitting at a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Thompson is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then it's Jabari Smith. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Edey can't hit. Rockets trail by 21. Down low, Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
Boy, Smith put some real power behind that jam. Well done, young man.
Toronto's shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Barnes against Thompson. Barnes down low. No good that time. Smith with the defensive effort. Van Vliet outside to the paint. Here's Whitmore. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists in the game. Quickly against Van Vliet. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Emmanuel, quickly.
Van Vliet, despite his size, he's not backing down from any contact. He looks to draw foul.
At the line for your Rockets, Fred Van Vliet. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
You got to admire the steadfastness of Van Vliet. I mean, he's an anchor for his team because they know they can trust him.
Şengün's checked in for Brooks. And Toronto also making a switch. Robert Williams is checked in for Edey. And so Van Vliet nails both of them. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Van Vliet against Quickly. Onside, Barrett. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Cam Whitmore.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Jalen Green's checked in for the Rockets. And he's good on the second. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Rockets. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now, here's Şengün. Now, Whitmore. Toronto grabs the miss. Quickly's got his 5th rebound in this one. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Rockets trail by 18. Here's Whitmore. Comes up empty down low. Shepherd with the ball. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Raptors lead by 20.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Van Vliet passes to Green for Barrett. And Green with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. Green's got 11 in the second half. Barrett against Green. Barrett, no good. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Thompson misses. Raptors leading by 18. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet against Quickly. And he uses the glass on the layup. Quickly's got 22 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Toronto shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Barnes can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 20. Pass to Whitmore. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
That's good from Barnes.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And Toronto making a change here. Bassey's checked in. Barnes hits them both. Here's Van Vliet. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to Whitmore. Over Barnes. And he can't bank that one in. Raptors leading by 22. Now, here's Quickly. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time.
Second personal.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Third, and now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Quickly. On the wing, Barnes. Whitmore defending.
Excellent defense by Şengün. He's strong, he's tall, he can move his feet, and he knows how to position himself.
Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Trying to get open is Thompson. Şengün with the bucket. Toronto shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Quickly against Van Vliet. From outside the arc, The offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
They kick it out to Green. Here's Şengün. That one rolling around and rims out.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Barrett. Green with the rebound. The Rockets shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Van Vliet against Quickly. Şengün. Excellent D there from Williams.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Tari Eason's checked in for Amen Thompson. Murray's checked in for Toronto. Now Whitmore passes it to Easton. Van Vliet outside. Just 5 on the clock. Another miss by Houston.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Now here's Van Vliet. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Quickly against Van Vliet. Pass to Whitmore. From 10 feet out, Williams with the block.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Barnes kicks to Quickly. Outside Williams. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the inside. And Whitmore with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Toronto calls timeout. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double.
Now we present our New Balance player of the game, Robert Williams.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum. And his effort has been very special tonight. Count that one. Quickly's got 24. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Clark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
And the Rockets with possession here after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Barrett against Green.
The energy Barrett plays with puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
Two. At the line for the away team, R.J. Barrett. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Van Vliet. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been a benefit, a lot.
On defense, Toronto. Green, the pass to Smith. Houston moving it around. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Toronto leading by 23. There's the pass to Barrett. It's rebounded by Houston. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
He kicks to Smith. Offline with his 3. Toronto shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Van Vliet outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't play off of Van Vliet too much because he'll burn you off the catch and shoot.
Quickly the pass to Barrett.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly changing.
Here's quickly, following the basket by Jabari Smith. Quickly against Van Vliet. Clock at 4, puts it up from 7, and the shot is good. Quickly's got 14 points here in the second half.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that
Oh,
sweep.
tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage. Slipping pass there for the finish.
Quickly against Van Vliet with the drive. Tries from the block, and it's quickly missing. Now the Rockets with it. Pass to Whitmore. No good on the triple. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Van Vliet against Quickly. Pass to Barrett. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.